Co, it's Coach Gurney from Rising Star Baseball Camp. This is video footage of you hitting on August 11th, 2016. And I'm going to go over 4 or 5 things that you might be able to do to increase your performance as a hitter. The first thing I want to mention is I like your wide base. Your feet are wider than shoulders width apart, and you're starting from a nice solid foundation. However, your elbows have tension in them, and I know a lot of youth coaches teach back elbow up, but we don't want to have tension in our elbows. So this front elbow has tension in it, and this back elbow tension. We want our elbows to just rest nicely by our sides. So that's the first thing I would recommend correcting. If a coach tells you elbow up, I would think hands up. I like hands up by the right ear. I don't want elbow up. There's a number of reasons why that's a problem. The second thing that concerns me is your grip on the bat. So as I zoom in here, I see an over-rotated top hand where this hand has rotated too much that way. So I'm going to want to rotate it back, and ideally we're going to line up our door-knocking knuckles. So think about how you would knock on a door with your hand, and you want to line up those door-knocking knuckles. All right, next. As you start your swing, so that's the second thing. As you start your swing, you do a solid job of loading back. I like this. But then as you come to the ball, I want you to watch your feet. And I'm going to draw a line by your feet. All right, so we want to step straight at the pitcher. And let's see what happens here. Look where you step. So you're stepping on a 22 degree or somewhere in that range. And we want to step straight. Okay, so let me back that up. Show you where your feet should be. Okay, you should step straight ahead, and here's what you really do. So let's get that measurement again. About 20 degrees. So we want to step straight at the pitcher, not off by 20 degrees. Next, I want you to focus on your back foot as it slides out here through your swing. Okay, so it was in the circle. All you're supposed to do is squish the bug like you start to do here, but then look how it slides out. So, very important that we don't step in the bucket as you do with this foot, as we see right here, and very important that you don't slide the back foot out. All right? I do like how you're hitting off a stiff front leg and your back leg is bent, but I mean, look at your back leg. It's completely off the ground. All right? So this back leg is off the ground here. You've actually lifted it off the ground. So we're not going to want to do that. You might see Bryce Harper lift his back foot maybe an inch or two off the ground as he makes his linear move forward towards the pitcher, but you're not going to see him lift it off the ground. All right? And the last thing I would say is you should have a higher finish. Your finish is down by your belly button here, and most hitters are going to finish up by their back shoulder or even up by their head. So those are 4 or 5 things that I think you should work on to improve your mechanics. And what I'm going to do now, Co, is show you this swing start to finish in real time. Here we go. So keep working hard. It was great having you at camp, and look forward to seeing you next summer.